shifting our focus to the significant security operation, where the joint forces have conducted the search and the area domination exercises in the fringe and the vulnerable zones of hill and the valley districts, particularly focusing on the areas susceptible to the insurgent activities. The extensive operation, which was carried out in the Panjang village near the Thangjing Ridge in Churachandpur district, has led to the discovery of substantial cache of weapons and improvised explosive devices. Authorities have intensified the patrolling in the surrounding areas to prevent any potential threat to local communities, while investigations are ongoing to determine the origin and intended use of the seized items. All right, viewers, now joining me live on the broadcast is my colleague Nibir Deka. Nibir, in the exercise that has been conducted in the fringe zones, now a huge recovery of a cache of ammunition is also been done, where the exercise was carried in the hill and the valley district. What exactly, after the recovery of the ammunition, has been confirmed by the joint forces and the police forces on the ground, where it has been understood and learned that the 2 country-made grenades were also recovered. Share more details, please.
Well, first of all, we have to see the nature of the arms and ammunition that have been seized. 2 rockets approximately 8 feet in length and 2 rockets approximately 7 feet in length, they have been recovered. This shows you the kind of arms and ammunition that have been used in the Manipur violence. We all know that how from September the aerial attacks in Manipur have escalated, and this seizure of arms and ammunition, wherein 4 rockets have been seized, tells you about the level of arms and ammunition that have been used in Manipur. And these aerial bombs have led to the loss of lives earlier, and also they were deployed in vulnerable areas near the hill and the valley district. So the security forces continue to seize these arms and ammunition, and the recovery of the 4 rockets is the testimony to the level of weaponry that has been used in Manipur ever since the violent clashes broke out. And this seizure was done in the Churachandpur district, which is very vulnerable because this is a hill district and the peripheral areas of the hills are always in action as far as the violence is concerned. The security forces meanwhile have intensified their patrolling along with the Manipur police, and we are getting every day seizures of arms and ammunition and also arrest of people carrying these arms and ammunition. So the security forces are continuously working to diffuse the escalation in Manipur, and as such in the last 2 weeks or so there has been no such incidents of firing or arson. However, the situation remains tense because of the nature of violence that the state has witnessed for more than 17 months now. Back to you.
All right, Nibir. Also, while you have confirmed the kind of situation that has broken out in the Churachandpur area where the joint exercise was conducted, kindly detail also the kind of response the police is giving at this point of time. How significant is this recovery and what it in fact leads to pertaining to separate other investigations that are going by the police at this moment in the hilly areas and in the areas which have been heavily affected by the movement of the fringe elements?
Well, if you see that the more vulnerable areas are the peripheral areas between the hill and the valleys, and if you see that the checkings and the patrollings are intensified in these particular areas, and the bus that we have been talking about, wherein 4 rockets and other arms and ammunition have been seized, is done at the Churachandpur district. This is also a vulnerable area which has seen a lot of violence ever since the clashes broke out. So the security forces are prioritizing those areas which are extremely vulnerable. The Naka checkings are also done in those particular areas, and the area that is been identified as one of the most vulnerable are those areas which falls between the hills and the valleys. So these checks that you are seeing, these bus that you are seeing comes especially from these vulnerable areas. And once the flow of the arms and ammunition are stopped or controlled, the escalation of the violence will also decrease. So the priority from the security forces has to is to reduce the uses of arms and ammunition, and that's why these bus that we are seeing and the seizures that we are seeing comes in under that concern. And further, in the last 2 weeks or so, we are seeing repeated increase of seizures, which has improved the Manipur situation. And in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, there has been no escalation of violence. However, the situation still remains tense because a lot of people have arms and ammunition, and also the nature of violence that we have seen since the last 17 months is a testimony that, that anything can escalate at any time in Manipur.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.